Hi guys, it's Cindy Leach, your Polymer Clay Tutor. In today's studio tip, we're going to see how many bead shapes we can make. Now, I think sometimes with all the information and all the cool things that you can do out there with any artistic medium, sometimes you can get a little bit overwhelmed and some people get stuck. I don't often get stuck, but what you can do if you get stuck is if you just take a little time to play. And one neat thing you can do is see how many bead shapes you can make with a chunk of clay. Now I've just got a thing of scrap clay that I've been sitting here warming up a bit, and I'm just going to roll it out into a long log so that I can break off pieces. And we can make lots and lots of bead shapes just with our hands and no tools at all. And it's a nice thing to do because you can really kind of stretch your imagination, and if it doesn't look good, you squash it back up. It really doesn't matter. We're just making shapes right now. We're not making real beads. So I'm just gonna break off a piece and I'll start seeing how many shapes I can make. So first thing you need to know how to make is a round bead. It's how you pull all the creases out and everything. So I'm keeping this one flat and this one rolling in little circles back and forth. I won't make any of these shapes perfect, but I'll just show you how to make the different ones. Okay, so you got a round bead like that. Now I'm going to grab another piece and roll it into a ball, and this time I'm going to make a football shape. So instead of holding this one still, I'm going to move both hands in a big circle. The bigger the circle, the longer and the skinnier the football shape is. How about, okay, there's another standard, is just to take a piece and roll it into a tube bead. And these are all kind of typical bead shapes that you'll see. And how about if we do that a little bit different into what is called a torpedo bead. So let me just roll this into a proper ball. And then this time when we roll it, we can taper the ends a little bit. You can do it by using your fingers like that, or you can do it with your hand once you use your palm, and you're just kind of tapering each end a bit and leaving it thicker in the middle. So that's kind of a torpedo bead. Now you can go on to some other shapes. Let's make a teardrop shape. All right, so we make a ball first for a teardrop, then we're going to make a little V here and make it into a teardrop. Now a teardrop can do a bunch of cool things. You can turn it on its end and flatten it out and make it more of a cone shape. You could turn it into like a Hershey Kiss kind of shape. You could, let's see, you could elongate that cone, and you could make like a long kind of spike bead or dagger bead. Or you could even take this end here and you could roll it up and make it more into like a shell or a nautilus type bead. You can do a similar thing by making kind of tapered on both ends and rolling it up. Let's see, so let's taper both ends like a dagger. And this time we can do kind of a scroll bead. So why don't I take one end and roll it up? We'll go this way. And then we could take the other end and roll the other way like an S or a scroll. That would make a neat bead. All right, what else can we make? You can make like a cube shape. So let me just make a cube, a ball first. To make a cube, you can flatten it in your fingers like this and pinch it to the side. And then when it bulges out, you pinch on the other side. And you just kind of keep going back and forth until you have a decent shaped cube. Like that. Then you could also make a rectangular shaped one. So let's stretch that out a bit. Make it more rectangular. Maybe I'll put it on the table here. If you make those corners really sharp on your rectangle, you can do something cool. Let me just make those corners a little sharp and make it a little bit longer. You can twist the bead and you get kind of a real cool twisted looking bead. And if you twist it really hard, it ends up looking like a little piece of rotini pasta. Another thing you can do is you can take that and you can squash it. So you can have a squash rotini. And it gives sort of a rippled look, a little bit like fabric or something like that. So you could play with like that. Let's see, what else could we make? We could take the teardrop shape again and turn it into kind of a heart shape. A little harder without any tools, but I could stick my fingers in, maybe see if I can get a heart shape out of this with just my fingers. And you know, you can play around getting nice shapes like that. You could, oh, another thing you could do is maybe turn this into like a triangle shape like that. Or you could even elongate those little triangle ends, kind of turn them like that, make long kind of spiky things. And the more you play with it and the more you challenge yourself to come up with more and more different shapes, the more outrageous they'll get, but you may just trip across something really, really cool. Why don't we kind of see, this is almost like a starfish if it had 5 legs instead. But why don't we make kind of some sort of scrolly thing? We'll scroll them up this way. Ooh, this sort of looks like a tsunami. Like that. You could make a little house-shaped bead, you could make disc beads, tube beads. You can squash them out. You can make lentil beads. You can make all kinds of shapes. Now, I could be here all day just making a whole bunch of bead shapes, but I think you get the idea. So my challenge is for you is to grab a chunk of clay and see how many bead shapes you can make. I'd love to hear in the comment section below how many shapes you managed to make yourself, just using your hands. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please let us know in the comment section below. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, things you would like to see in a future video, leave those in the comment section as well. And just so you know, we have a website called polymerclaytutor.com where you can, it's just filled with tons and tons of information, including bead shapes and all kinds of different techniques and things that you can learn from. And if you use the search box, you can find the answers to any of your polymer clay questions. All right, so we'll see you next time, and bye for now.